Well, Lauren Boebert is officially going around her new district, the 4th district there in Colorado, meeting with voters, and it's not going well at all. Not only has she not done well in the first 2 Republican primary debates that they have had, but now that she's actually on the ground and talking to voters, they're telling reporters we don't like her. In fact, according to a recent report from the Wall Street Journal, the voters in her new district tend to hate her just as much, if not more, than the voters in her old district. Here are just a couple of samples of what some of these voters had to say to the Wall Street Journal. One of them said, "I don't appreciate, as a Christian, people saying they're Christian to get your vote and then turning out to be a lowlife. And now I just kind of think of her as a lowlife." Now, okay, I mean, you're not wrong, but also at the same time, prior to the Beetlejuice incident, because that's what this Christian voter is referring to, prior to that, you didn't think Lauren Boebert was a lowlife? I mean, let's be honest. If you actually paid attention to Lauren Boebert, to her history, to her ex-husband's history while they were together, you're going to look at those people and be like, no, they were fine, upstanding citizens up until Beetlejuice. Come on. She has been a lowlife her entire life. And that hasn't been hidden. Like, that's readily available information. So I'm sorry that you didn't do your due diligence with your own representative, but don't act like she just suddenly became a lowlife because she was groping the dude during the Beetlejuice performance. Here's what another one said. On Facebook, she's not been well received by Republicans. It's the shenanigans and the drama and moving districts. Shenanigans is one way to put it, sure. Another one said, "I will not vote for her, period. She's not one of us." And that's just a sampling, folks. Those are just a few of the people that Lauren Boebert's out there trying to court in her new district, and they're like, yeah, thanks, but no. We don't like you. We don't like the drama you bring. We don't like who you are as a human being. We also don't like the fact that you've spent, 3 years now, you're into your 4th year, representing the 3rd district, and you've done nothing for them. And it really actually makes me feel good knowing that that is what a lot of voters have said, not just with this Wall Street Journal story, but with stories I've talked about in recent weeks. A lot of these voters are just simply saying she hasn't done anything. Like, why would we send her as our representative? We've got plenty of history of her with the 3rd district where she hasn't done a thing for them. She's actively voted against good things for the district, like the infrastructure bill. Hell, even Biden, a couple months ago, traveled to Boebert's district. This was before she decided to move. And he touted all of the infrastructure projects that are being funded from his legislation that he signed into law. And then he pointed out to the voters there that your representative, Lauren Boebert, voted against this. She didn't want these good things. So she is getting it from all fronts. And of course, she is still getting it from her Republican opponents, labeling her a carpetbagger, seeking only to save her own job. But Boebert does have over $1 million. She's got the name recognition. There are people in the new district that do say, like, I'm leaning towards Boebert. So I don't want you to think that Boebert's going to come in dead last. She's not. She still has a chance of winning this primary, but it's not a big chance. And that primary is now coming up in less than a month. And hopefully, if these voters have any sense at all, they will send Boebert packing, and she'll spend the rest of this year in D.C. as a lame duck member of Congress, unsure of what her next move is going to be. I don't think there's too many other districts in this country you could move to, Lauren, where you'll be able to fleece a new set of voters.